I got a little hit from behind off Ash. I thought, he knows what he's doing. Genuinely, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Right, this is a series of videos. The part 1, episode 1, if you will.
Okay.
Of a series of videos that we're going to do with you, because it's not every year you win the championship.
Well, I hope it is.
It hasn't been so far.
No, it hasn't. No, that's right.
You won it.
All right.
So I think we need to look back as we look forward.
Keep it going.
That's what we're going to do.
What are we going to call this segment?
Well, this one's called Donington Park.
Original.
Because we're at
Donington Park.
Donington Park.
Yeah, you're good.
We're going to look back on your championship winning season, starting off with Donington Park.
Perfect.
Last year, the
Awesome.
first. And I'm going to just ask you to watch this video.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sort of question you on it as we go.
It's limbering up. Very good.
So
That was good. That whole section was really good.
yeah. So this is you overtaking the BMWs, or in the mix
so
of the BMWs.
this whole thing kind of fell into my lap a little bit. I didn't really expect it to unfold, in the way that it did. I got a really good start, and I managed to get clear of Ash quite quick. On the end of lap 1, I'd already managed to get a shot of Ash coming out of McLean's and coming up towards Coppice, which was really helpful because once you can start making moves early, you can just start cracking on.
Yeah.
And then I managed to get clear, and then was almost gifted it in a way, because suddenly I'm watching Jake and Colin going at it door handle to door handle, banging wheels.
Yeah.
And in doing that, they just slowed themselves up. So they took all the momentum out of themselves. So they didn't really need to do it. It kind of gifted us that.
Yeah.
But they came out of the old hairpin side by side, through Starkey's, through Schwantz side by side, and I thought, well, I'm going to kind of start seeing where this is going to play out. So I jumped in up behind, was it Colin, I think it was, going into McLean's.
Yeah.
I got a little hit from behind off Ash. I thought, he knows what he's doing. But as we went up the hill, those two disappeared that way. I went, oh, surely not. Surely you haven't left like a whole gap down the inside. I don't need a second invitation. So slung it in, and it looks chaotic from the outside, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 cars all in the space of 100 foot, if that.
Yeah.
But it was a nice one to do. It's quite risky doing it as well, because you don't know if somebody's going to come back across. But it was nice to do it, get the job done, and just be like, okay. It was a cool move. It was probably my favourite move I've done for a while, because it was quite nice to sort of see it pan itself out. And a move like that, you have to plan about 5 corners before to start setting the whole thing up. But yeah, we came down to the chicane, managed to get the move done, and then the rest sort of tripped over themselves. And it was a weird one to see it all unfold like that. And obviously the garage enjoyed it. It was Justina and Laura and everyone, looked Sandra. But it was I love seeing these reactions in the garage, actually. Really, really good.
So that's you over the line there.
And across the line there. Yeah, that first race was fantastic.
And
apart from the champagne.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Your champagne popping last year.
I'm going to rewind
if there was
that.
any blip on your season last year, it was how you...
But it didn't even nearly pop. If you watch it back, it just falls out of the bottle.
I'll be honest.
It's like trying to open squash.
A lot of people were saying it's user error. It's you.
Well, that's rubbish. Shall I tell you why that's rubbish? Who has sprayed more champagne than me? Colin Turkington.
Is he struggling?
Watch.
Oh.
See?
Never noticed that.
So I'm the one that went, oh, you can't even open a bottle of champagne. Colin Turkington, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend.
All eyes were on top step then. What's going on there? Someone's trying to...
Is your car getting broken into?
The bits of the garage, you see everyone absolutely dancing around, going crazy. You see Justina jumping around. You don't get to see that.
No.
That's something that we're actually in a very privileged position to be able to film and actually capture your family going absolutely crazy. And people are thinking, oh, who's that? And it's actually just a loyal sponsor. That have been really bought in to your journey. I mean, have you ever been able to sort of look back on stuff like that since the championship win? Yeah,
I think that's the thing. That's one of the bits that I really like to see, is that whole feeling of sharing the moment with people as well. Yeah. Of seeing, because as you say, I only ever very, very rarely get a snippet of it across the radio. If Spencer opens the microphone, opens the radio up, you can kind of hear it kicking off in the background. So that's really cool. But you never get a chance to see it, and I think that's a really special moment I've had this conversation with a few people that I think that is generally the beauty of live sport, is that you're sharing a moment with a lot of other people.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the everything in between, as we all know. But that's the bit I really like to see, is just that emotion that goes on behind the scenes as well, because you see the raw emotion of my parents to Laura being in the background, to Chris and Leslie, to so many people, to Justina, there's so many different reactions within the garage of what it means to people, and that's the bit I love to see most, is that it's that raw emotion.
Okay, so we've looked back.
Yep.
And now we're here, Donington again, first round of the Touring Car Championship. But it's a slight difference for you. You've got a target on your back.
I have.
You've got number 1 on the window.
I have.
So how does that change your mindset going in?
I've struggled to explain it. I feel, and you might be able to relate to this, I feel more neutral.
Okay.
In a way whereby you've spent so long trying to win it that now we've won it, it's like, oh, thank God for that.
Right.
Now we can focus on the other bits and pieces, we can focus on going out and doing it again. But looking at it from a different perspective, in a way, almost a wider perspective, in a way that we can now oversee it, we can overlook it and go, that risk isn't worth it. That risk is worth it. Do you know what I mean? You just feel more.
I see.
It may be a confidence thing, maybe. It might just be not cocky with it, but just a bit of confidence that you go with it as we're having a bad day. Be right. We've got 9 others. Or that's gone well, that's gone not so well. You can just manage it a little bit. So I feel very relaxed by the whole thing, and I think it's a nice place to be. But within that, you can then start to see how the likes of Colin has been able to achieve the levels of success he's had within the championship, and Ash, and Gordon, and Jason, and Matt, and so many names that have gone before that have been very successful. You just chill out.
Right.
You really just are able to just, it's all right, just get the monkey off my back, relax, take a breath, and just look at it from a different perspective. And it feels quite weird to say that, to be almost a little bit more neutral and a little bit less, not emotional, because I still want to win it, obviously. But just able to look at it from a slightly different set of eyes.
On the whole, if you can sort of sum up how you're feeling going into race 1 of the 2023 championship.
Genuinely, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge of coming back to defend it and everything that follows. But I think at the same time, I'm proud. I come into each weekend proud that we're able to do it. We're able to come in here with the number 1, with all the pressure, with all the eyes on us, with all the people, wanting a bit of us. I'm really enjoying it. So it's always the start of a season is always it's something to look forward to anyway. It's always that first race, see where everyone is, see where everyone's done over winter, and try to hit the ground running. So yeah, it's an exciting time.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much.
Let you crack on, and we'll see you at Brands.
See you there.
All right.